Understanding project management, a foundational overview. Project management is a straightforward concept at its core. It involves applying specific knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques. These are applied to project activities to meet project requirements. Essentially, it is the process of leading a team's work. The goal is to achieve all project objectives. This must happen within the given constraints. Projects are temporary endeavors. They are undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. This temporary nature means projects have a defined beginning and end. Understanding this basic definition is the first step towards mastering project management. It provides a clear framework for action. The principles of project management are not new. They have been applied for centuries, even millennia. Think about the great constructions of ancient times. The pyramids in Egypt were massive projects. The Roman Empire built extensive networks of roads and aqueducts. These undertakings required careful planning and coordination. They needed resource management and skilled leadership. While the tools and titles may have differed, the fundamental challenges were similar. Managing scope, time, and resources effectively was crucial then, just as it is today. This historical perspective shows the enduring value of project management principles across different eras and undertakings. At its heart, project management involves several key activities. Planning is a critical first step. This means defining what needs to be done. Organizing involves structuring the team and resources. Managing resources effectively ensures they are available and used wisely. Leading the team is essential for motivation and direction. Controlling involves monitoring progress and making adjustments. All these activities aim to achieve specific predetermined goals. These goals must be reached within defined constraints. Common constraints include time, cost, scope, and quality. Juggling these elements successfully is the art and science of good project management. It is important to distinguish projects from ongoing operations. Projects are unique and temporary. They have a specific start and finish date. They aim to achieve a particular outcome, like a new software application or a new building. Operations, on the other hand, are continuous and repetitive. They sustain the business. Examples include manufacturing processes or daily customer service. Understanding this difference is vital. It helps organizations apply the right management approaches. Project management techniques are specifically designed for the unique challenges that temporary endeavors present. This clarity helps in structuring work appropriately. Project management plays an absolutely crucial role in the success of any endeavor. It brings a structured approach to complex tasks. This structure helps to prevent chaos and confusion. Good project management provides clear direction for the project team. It ensures everyone understands their roles and responsibilities. It fosters communication and collaboration among team members. When projects are managed effectively, resources are used more efficiently. Deadlines are more likely to be met. The final outcomes tend to be of higher quality. Ultimately, project management significantly increases the chances of achieving the desired goals. It is the engine that drives projects forward purposefully. For small businesses, project management is especially vital. Resources in smaller organizations are often limited. This includes time, money, and personnel. Effective project management helps maximize the use of these scarce resources. It helps to avoid costly mistakes and rework. By implementing basic project management practices, small businesses can improve their efficiency. They can deliver products or services more reliably. This can lead to increased customer satisfaction and a better reputation. Even without a dedicated project manager, adopting these principles can make a huge difference. It allows small teams to punch above their weight and compete effectively. Large organizations also depend heavily on project management. They often undertake large, complex projects. These projects might involve multiple departments or even global teams. Project management provides the framework to manage this complexity. It helps in coordinating the efforts of diverse teams. It ensures that individual projects align with the overall strategic goals of the organization. Furthermore, robust project management practices ensure accountability. They provide transparency in how resources are being used. This is essential for maintaining control and achieving predictable outcomes in vast enterprises. It supports governance and strategic alignment effectively. Without effective project management, projects are far more likely to encounter serious problems. Deadlines are often missed. Budgets can easily spiral out of control, leading to significant financial losses. The quality of the deliverables may suffer. Team morale can decline due to frustration and lack of direction. Stakeholders, including customers and investors, may become dissatisfied. In the worst-case scenario, the project might fail completely. This means it does not deliver the intended benefits or outcomes. Therefore, investing in project management capabilities is not an expense. It is a critical investment in ensuring success and avoiding costly failures for any organization. Defining your destination project objectives and scope. Before embarking on any project, it is essential to define its objectives clearly. Project objectives are specific, tangible outcomes the project aims to achieve. They answer the question, what will this project accomplish? Good objectives are often described using the SMART criteria. This means they should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, an objective might be to launch a new company website with e-commerce functionality by December 31st. Having such clear targets provides a distinct destination for the project team. It gives everyone a shared understanding of what success will look like. This clarity is foundational. Well-defined objectives are incredibly important for several reasons. They provide a clear guide for all decision-making throughout the project lifecycle. When choices arise, the team can refer back to the objectives. This helps ensure that decisions align with the project's ultimate purpose. Clear objectives also form the basis for measuring project success. At the end of the project, you can assess whether the objectives were met. This provides a tangible way to evaluate performance. Furthermore, clear objectives help to keep the entire team aligned and focused. They reduce the chance of misunderstandings or conflicting efforts. They are the compass for the project journey. Alongside objectives, defining the project scope is equally critical. Project scope outlines the specific work that needs to be done to achieve the objectives. It sets the boundaries for the project. It clearly states what is included within the project's deliverables and activities. Just as importantly, it should also clarify what is not included. This helps to manage expectations and prevent misunderstandings. A well-defined scope is a key tool for preventing scope creep. Scope creep is when uncontrolled changes or additions are made to the project, often leading to delays and budget overruns. It is a common enemy of project success. Documenting the project scope is usually done in a formal document called a scope statement. This document should be detailed and unambiguous. It typically includes the project objectives, key deliverables, assumptions, and constraints. Crucially, the scope statement should be reviewed and agreed upon by all key stakeholders. This includes the project sponsor, the team, and often the customer. Gaining this agreement up front is vital. A clear and agreed-upon scope reduces the risk of disputes later. It ensures that everyone involved has a shared understanding of the work to be performed. This mutual understanding is a cornerstone of effective project execution. Deconstructing complexity, the work breakdown structure, WBS. The work breakdown structure, commonly known as the WBS, is a powerful tool. It helps to manage complex projects effectively. The WBS is a hierarchical decomposition of the total scope of work. This work must be carried out by the project team. The purpose is to accomplish the project objectives and create the required deliverables. Essentially, it breaks down large, complex project tasks. These are divided into smaller, more manageable components. The WBS is deliverable-oriented. This means it focuses on the tangible outcomes or results of the project. It provides a clear map of all the work required. Using a WBS offers numerous benefits for project planning and execution. Firstly, it greatly clarifies the project scope. By breaking down the work, it ensures that all necessary tasks are identified. This reduces the chance of overlooking critical activities. Secondly, the WBS provides a solid foundation for detailed planning and scheduling. Each smaller work package can be estimated for time and resources more accurately. It also forms the basis for cost estimation and budget development. Furthermore, a WBS improves project control. Progress can be tracked at the work package level. This makes it easier to monitor performance and identify any deviations early. Creating a WBS is a systematic process. You typically start with the major project deliverables or objectives at the highest level. Then you subdivide each of these major deliverables. They are broken into smaller, more manageable components. These components are then further subdivided. This process continues until the tasks, known as work packages, are small enough to be easily managed. A good rule of thumb is that a work package should be assignable to a specific person or team. It should also have a definable start and end, and its duration should be relatively short. This makes tracking and control much more practical. The WBS is truly a foundational element in project management. It serves as a crucial link between the project scope, schedule, and cost. Once the WBS is created, it can be used to develop the project schedule. It also helps in allocating resources and assigning responsibilities. By providing a clear visual representation of all the work, the WBS improves communication. It ensures that all team members and stakeholders have a common understanding of what needs to be done. This shared understanding is invaluable. It helps to prevent miscommunication and ensures that no work falls through the cracks. It is a cornerstone of organized project work. Section 5. Charting the course. An introduction to project scheduling. Project scheduling is the process of determining the timeline for project activities. It involves several key steps. First, you need to define all the specific activities required to complete the project. The work breakdown structure is a great input for this step. Next, these activities must be sequenced in a logical order. Some tasks cannot start until others are finished. These are called dependencies. After sequencing, you estimate the duration for each activity. This involves assessing how long each task will take to complete. Finally, all this information is compiled to create the project schedule, a timeline for execution. A well-developed project schedule is incredibly important for managing a project. It acts as a roadmap, guiding the project team through the execution phase. The schedule shows when each activity should start and finish. This helps everyone understand the timing and deadlines. It allows the project manager to track progress effectively. By comparing actual progress against the planned schedule, deviations can be identified quickly. This early identification allows for corrective actions to be taken. Furthermore, a schedule facilitates efficient resource allocation. It helps ensure that the right people and equipment are available when needed. It provides clarity and order. Several key inputs are necessary to create a realistic and effective project schedule. As mentioned, the work breakdown structure, or WBS, is a primary input. It provides the list of tasks that need to be scheduled. Information on resource availability is also crucial. You need to know who is available to do the work and when. Understanding task dependencies is essential for proper sequencing. For instance, you cannot paint a wall before it is built. Accurate estimates of the effort required for each task are also needed. These estimates can come from historical data, expert judgment, or other estimation techniques. Gathering these inputs carefully improves schedule accuracy. It is important to remember that a project schedule is not a static document. It is a living document that needs to be managed and updated throughout the project. As the project progresses, actual start and finish dates should be recorded. If delays occur or changes are approved, the schedule must be revised. This ensures it continues to reflect the current reality of the project. Communicating the schedule and any updates to the project team and stakeholders is also vital. Everyone needs to be aware of the current timeline and any changes that affect their work. A well-maintained schedule is a key tool for proactive project management. Section 6. Visualizing timelines, Gantt charts, and the critical path method. Gantt charts are, one of the most popular and widely used tools for project scheduling. A Gantt chart is a type of bar chart. It visually illustrates the project schedule over time. Each task or activity in the project is represented by a horizontal bar. The length of the bar corresponds to the duration of the task. The position of the bar on the timeline shows its planned start and end dates. Gantt charts can also visually represent task dependencies. For example, an arrow might link the end of one bar to the start of another. This makes the sequence of work clear. The benefits of using Gantt charts are numerous, especially for beginners. They are relatively easy to understand even for people without extensive project management training. The visual format makes it simple to see the overall project timeline at a glance. Progress can be tracked by shading the bars to show how much of a task is complete. Gantt charts help identify which activities are scheduled to occur simultaneously. This can highlight potential resource conflicts. They are also excellent communication tools. They provide a clear and concise way to present the schedule to team members, management, and other stakeholders. Many software tools make creating Gantt charts straightforward. Another powerful technique used in project scheduling is the critical path method, or CPM. CPM is an algorithm for scheduling a set of project activities. The primary purpose of CPM is to identify the longest sequence of dependent tasks. This sequence is known as the critical path. The tasks on the critical path have zero, slack, or float. This means any delay in a critical path task will directly delay the entire project's completion date. Understanding the critical path is essential for managing the project timeline effectively. It highlights the activities that require the most attention and careful management. Using the critical path method provides significant advantages for project control. It helps project managers prioritize tasks. Activities on the critical path must be monitored closely to ensure they stay on schedule. If resources are limited, they should be allocated to critical path tasks first. CPM also identifies activities that have slack or float. These are tasks that can be delayed to some extent without affecting the overall project deadline. This knowledge provides flexibility in scheduling non-critical tasks. For complex projects with many interdependencies, CPM is an invaluable tool. It ensures that management focus is placed where it is most needed to keep the project on track. Section 7. Preparing for the unexpected. Fundamentals of risk management. Project risk refers to an uncertain event or condition. If this uncertain event occurs, it will have an effect on at least one project objective. This effect can be positive, representing an opportunity, or it can be negative, representing a threat. For example, a key team member leaving could be a negative risk. Finding a cheaper supplier could be a positive risk. It is very important for project teams to identify potential risks early. This allows them to prepare for these uncertainties. Risk management is about being proactive, not just reactive. It means thinking about what could go wrong or right. The risk management process typically involves several key steps. The first step is risk identification. This involves brainstorming and listing all potential risks that could affect the project. Next is risk analysis. Here, you assess the likelihood of each risk occurring. You also evaluate the potential impact if it does occur. This helps to prioritize risks. The third step is planning risk responses. For threats, this might involve actions to avoid, mitigate, or transfer the risk. For opportunities, responses could be to exploit, enhance, or share them. Finally, risks need to be monitored and controlled throughout the project. New risks may emerge, and existing ones may change. Risk management is absolutely essential for successful project completion. By identifying and analyzing risks up front, project teams can minimize potential problems. They can develop contingency plans to deal with threats if they materialize. This reduces the likelihood of being caught off guard. Similarly, by identifying opportunities, teams can take steps to maximize their positive impact. Effective risk management improves the predictability of project outcomes. It helps the project stay on schedule and within budget. It allows the team to achieve its objectives even when faced with unforeseen circumstances. Ignoring risk is like navigating a ship without watching for storms. There are several common strategies for responding to identified risks. For negative risks or threats, one strategy is avoidance. This means changing plans to eliminate the risk altogether. Mitigation involves taking steps to reduce the probability or impact of the risk. Transferring risk means shifting the consequence to a third party, often through insurance or outsourcing. Finally, acceptance means acknowledging the risk but not taking proactive action, perhaps because the impact is low. For positive risks or opportunities, strategies include exploitation, enhancement, sharing, and acceptance. A proactive approach is always better than a reactive one. Section 8. The Project Leader, Essential Skills for Effective Management. The project manager plays a pivotal role in any project's journey. This individual is responsible for leading the project team. Their primary goal is to achieve the project objectives successfully. The project manager must navigate and manage the various constraints. These typically include scope, time, cost, and quality. They are the central point of contact and coordination for the project. They facilitate communication between the team and stakeholders. The project manager is essentially the conductor of the project orchestra. They ensure all parts work together harmoniously to produce the desired result. Their leadership directly impacts project outcomes. To be effective, a project manager needs a diverse set of skills. Strong leadership abilities are paramount. They must be able to inspire and motivate the team. Excellent communication skills are also critical. This includes listening actively, speaking clearly, and writing concisely. Project managers need robust planning and organizational skills. They must be able to develop realistic plans and keep track of many details. Problem-solving abilities are constantly tested. Projects rarely go exactly as planned, so finding solutions to unexpected issues is key. Sound decision-making skills are also essential, often under pressure and with incomplete information. Beyond technical skills, interpersonal skills are hugely important for a project manager. Team building is a crucial aspect. The project manager needs to foster a positive and collaborative team environment. Conflict resolution skills are necessary because disagreements can arise within any team. The ability to negotiate effectively is also valuable. This applies to resources, deadlines, and scope changes with stakeholders. Stakeholder management involves identifying all stakeholders, understanding their expectations, and keeping them engaged and informed. Building trust with the team and stakeholders is fundamental to creating a supportive project atmosphere. These soft skills are often the hardest to master but are vital. In small businesses, there might not be a formally designated project manager. However, the responsibilities of project management still need to be fulfilled. Often, a team member or the business owner takes on these duties. Even without the official title, developing project management skills is beneficial. These skills are transferable and can improve efficiency in many areas of work. Effective project leadership, whether formal or informal, acts as a catalyst. It transforms plans into reality and helps overcome obstacles. Investing in these skills is an investment in future success, regardless of organization size. It empowers individuals to guide initiatives effectively. Section 9. The fruits of diligence. Benefits of mastering project management. Mastering project management brings a multitude of benefits to organizations of all sizes. One of the most significant advantages is improved project success rates. When projects are managed well, they are more likely to meet their objectives. They are completed on time and within budget. This leads to better resource utilization. Valuable resources like people, money, and equipment are used more efficiently. Waste is reduced. Furthermore, successful projects often result in increased customer satisfaction. Delivering what was promised, when it was promised, builds trust and loyalty. This, in turn, can enhance the organization's competitive advantage in the marketplace. The advantages for businesses extend even further. Effective project management often leads to reduced costs. This is achieved through better planning, risk mitigation, and efficient execution. Fewer mistakes mean less rework and lower expenses. The quality of deliverables tends to be higher when a structured approach is followed. Clear processes and quality checks ensure that the final product or service meets expectations. Project management also facilitates better alignment with strategic business goals. Projects are selected and prioritized based on their contribution to the overall strategy. This ensures that efforts are focused on what truly matters. Decision-making processes also improve with clear data and progress tracking. The benefits of mastering project management are not limited to organizations. Individuals also gain significantly. Developing project management skills can lead to enhanced career opportunities. These skills are highly valued in many industries. Project managers are often seen as leaders and problem solvers. The ability to plan, organize, and execute projects demonstrates competence and reliability. This can lead to promotions and increased responsibilities. Furthermore, mastering these skills often brings increased job satisfaction. Successfully leading a project to completion can be very rewarding. These skills are also useful in managing personal projects and goals effectively. In conclusion, dedicating effort to master project management principles is a wise investment. It is an investment that pays substantial dividends for both organizations and individuals. For businesses, it means achieving goals more effectively and efficiently. It translates to better outcomes and a stronger bottom line. For individuals, it means personal growth and enhanced professional capabilities. The journey of mastering project management is one of continuous learning and improvement. From the grand projects of ancient Rome to the complex initiatives of modern times, the core principles remain relevant. Embracing them empowers us to turn vision into reality, consistently and successfully.